I hate it, Michael, and we're live right now. But I always get the thing on Twitter over here before it actually says live. So I never know when to start actually talking.
I just now got the YouTube that we're live, so it's somewhere in between there. But that's just how we roll, anyways. But anyway,
it's fine because we are live, and welcome back, everybody, to another rendition of Backstop Banter. Oh yeah, look at this! Look at us in sync, Michael. How are we doing on this late Thursday night?
I'm doing all right. Cannot complain. How about yourself?
I could go either way. It's currently 1-0. It's currently 1-0 right now. Yankees, Red Sox. Yankees are up. But it's the bottom 7. So depending on how this game goes, depends on how I go. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. I understand.
That's what happens when you're a fan and sports dictates your mood. Which I wish it didn't, because I'd probably be a lot happier in life. Well, that's a different problem for a different day, you know what I mean? But with that being said, Michael, let's get straight into it. No time to waste here. And
no time.
You know what? I think the first – actually, no. Let's wait out on the trade thing, because I know it's big news. But I really do want to talk about this Mercedes situation that's going on. Listen, nobody needs the Red Sox to win. Not a single person. Don't care. Stop betting against teams that we like, Corey.
No, by all means, always bet against the Reds, because every time he bets against the Reds, we end up winning. So, Corey, I'm sorry, throw that money away and just bet on whoever we're playing.
Nah, he's definitely safe. Yeah, he's safe. Damn. Anyway, well, let me tell you, though, under 9.5 is very easily going to hit unless all of a sudden something incredible happens. But money line, don't need that. But I want to get into the Yerman Mercedes situation that's going on right now. So for everybody that doesn't know, the Phenom, he came up in April, catching prospect for the White Sox. I believe he had been in the minors a little bit. Went crazy in April. I actually do have the stats right here because I remember I sent them to Michael. If I can find that quickly, give me one memento here. There we go. Here Mercedes was hitting before up to May 18th. He was hitting 344, had 6 home runs and 139 plate appearances. And then after May 18th, which, just so happens to correspond with him hitting a home run on a 3-0 count in a game that they were absolutely destroying the Twins in, where Tony La Russa then made him apologize and publicly shamed him. He then, after that, hit 190 and only had 1 home run in his next 118 plate appearances. So he gets sent back down to the minors. Then yesterday, he posts on Instagram that he is stepping away from the sport. And, well, his retirement lasted as long as about a Kim Kardashian marriage.
Ooh.
Well, actually, I shouldn't even say that because that was at least 72 days. Shout out Chris Humphries. But, yeah, he was retired for his nice singular day. And he was back today in the lineup, actually, with the AAA team once again. I guess him and Tony La Russa had a nice little heart-to-heart or something like that. And he decided to come right on back. But, Michael, what is your thought on this? Do you put any what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't know what the word is. You put anything into La Russa, causing this?
Emphasis?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with emphasis. Something.
At first I did not, but after you sent me that little stat of how it was before the 0-3 count or 3-0 count, and then after, you have to think it played something into it. I'd have to say it was.
I had hair in my mouth, bro. Beard problems, mustache problems.
I'm trying to grow a beard. Hopefully, mine will look pretty nice soon.
It doesn't. It looks terrible, actually.
But anyways, I had someone tell me that I was a Chris Stapleton lookalike today. I'm like,
I don't even know who that is.
Oh my gosh. Okay, moving on. Anyways, so sorry, Chris Stapleton. So many awards that you have won as a singer, but he's a country singer, so I understand.
Oh yeah, never mind. I was going to say I'm not a name person, but I wouldn't have known anyway.
I'm not a country guy either, but I know Chris Stapleton. He's very, very famous.
Michael, that's a lie. You're a redneck. You're a country person automatically.
How dare you? Actually, I cannot. I seriously cannot stand country. It gets on my nerves.
Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night, Michael. It's okay.
It's about losing a woman, your dog dying, and your truck breaking down. Like, who
And
wants to
beer.
hear
Don't
that?
forget beer.
You know what?
And driving down the back roads of Wisconsin.
This is what happened to Mercedes. LaRussa was playing some country music. He got real depressed. They sent him to Charlotte, North Carolina, and that's what he's hearing. Country nonstop again. Back to a big depressed state of mind. And he can't hit the ball because his eyes are so watery from his tears that he's holding back.
I mean, hey, listen,
we just solved it. Way to go, Tony.
This is hilarious.
Quit playing Garth Brooks music and Chris Stapleton.
Listen, I only know one country musician, and it's because he has a top 2 banger of all time, and that would be Darius Rucker, and that would be Wagon Wheel.
That's so disappointing. Do you know who Darius Rucker was before he became country? Oh my gosh!
In fact, I didn't know he was anything before that.
Oh my gosh, dude! Have you ever heard of Hootie and the Blowfish?
Yeah, I have, and I only know of that song because
that's Darius.
I only know of that because of a song where they say it in the song.
What?
Listen, there's a song by somebody else where they say Hootie and the Blowfish in the song.
Oh my goodness, dude. Hootie and the Okay, Darius Rucker is from Hootie and the Blowfish. He was the lead singer in that group, and they were pop. Like, you need to go listen to some of their stuff. It's great.
I'll tell you exactly what I'm not going to do, Michael. Listen to some of their stuff. But let's get back to Yearman, okay?
I'll just say this. I only want to be with you as a co-host on this show, okay?
Sure. Why not? I don't blame you.
That.
I don't blame you.
There's one of Hootie and the Blowfish songs. I only want to be with you. But anyways.
I don't blame you. I'd only want to be with me too.
Okay, anyways. At first I didn't think it had anything to do with Tony, but now as I'm looking into the numbers, I definitely think there was a play into it. I don't know if he kind of lost his swagger more or say with that, lost his mojo with that being publicized as much as it was. And I think it put him back to, I won't say in a depressed state where he was struggling mentally, because I'm not going to say that mental illness is bad or if it's a good or like it's big or not. I do not seem to struggle too much from it. I'm just bubbly kind of guy, so I can't say that I understand. So I'll leave it at that. But I do think reading his Instagram today, did you read his post today?
I did not see the post today.
Okay, he just left one, and it might have been just an hour or so ago that he was talking about how he's back, he's ready to go, he'll play in the minors for 10 years, he doesn't care now, his love is for this, and he got kind of spiritual on a lot of his stuff, saying that he got his mind back to where it needed to be. So there was obviously something going on in his head that caused him to be in a bad state. So kudos to him, happy he's back. Retirement lasted 1 day, so welcome back. Hopefully we can see him in the big leagues again because he was phenomenal to watch. I mean, I know you had him on your fantasy team, and he was doing good there for a while.
Oh, I did. In fact, I didn't know he was in AAA until
yesterday?
No. Until, my fantasy catcher started struggling a little bit. I was like, well, damn, Mercedes. I was like, come on, you've been playing so good. Like, what's going on? And, he wasn't playing. That's why. But listen, I think that there was probably a mental health aspect going on that led him to the retirement. I don't think that's what led him to start struggling in the majors. I think it's just two separate things. And there's no way that LaRussa just so happened to say something and then he starts struggling. Like, there are coincidences, but I mean, sometimes they just line up too well for it to truly be one. And, it could be the simple fact that he just lost confidence in it. That's the type of person he was. You're on top of the world, you're playing very well, everything like that. And then your manager of all people, who is supposed to be, your shield. That's your first line of defense when something goes wrong. And he's the one that's basically telling you that you messed up. And there's no way that doesn't affect you in some type of way. In my, just my thoughts in my head. It just, like, that has to be a hard thing where you think you did something great, like, oh, damn, I just hit a home run, like, cool, and then your manager immediately is like, that's just unbelievable, you shouldn't do that, blah, blah, blah.
And let's be honest, Tony La Russa, he's old school with his style too. You know, like he's going to condemn you basically nonstop, so
Oh
passive
yeah,
aggressive, so much. And no offense to this younger generation, you guys are not used to that. Like you guys don't have these guys that have just basically called you dirt and threw you down in it, and you're supposed to pick yourself back up. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's different styles. I've got a coach that I went through as in high school, and if you lost, he was ready to quit the next day. It's my fault. You all suck. Y'all don't want to play for me. I'm just going to quit. You know, you're like, no, coach, we want you. Let's keep going. You know, he then was coaching probably 10 years ago and was trying that same thing when I was at a school, and he was horrible at that. Like everyone's like, well, if you want to quit, quit. Like we're tired of hearing it. You know, it's just a different generation. And I'm sure, sorry, my chair is very squeaky, that Mercedes is like getting this downplayed rough love, more or less, tough love, and he doesn't know how to handle it. And it's probably playing a big burden on him. And now he's like, oh, wait, now Tony's called me and is like, hey, listen, I was only hard on you because I wanted the best out of you, and pushed him that way. And like, oh, okay, coach, now I see where you're coming from. All right, good. So who knows? This may have been all that he needed as far as a pick-me back up. But yes, I don't think Tony being at him caused him to be so bad, but it definitely, I think, had a hinder in it. Don't you?
yeah. Like I said,
Okay.
There's no way that you're like I said, that's your manager. That's supposed to be your first line of defense. Like he did, like La Russa did the complete opposite of what I feel like every other coach in not only the MLB, I feel like in sports would do. Like even if you think that he did something wrong, which clearly Tony does, that's fine. You can think
probably not on air. I agree.
That's what, like, you can think whatever you want, but there's difference between him doing that behind closed doors, like, call him into the manager's office and be like, yo, what the hell are you doing? Like, it's a 3-0 count. We're up 15-4, I think the score was, or something like that.
I didn't think it was an actual pitcher either, was it?
I'm not sure. I don't think it was. It probably wasn't, honestly, if it was 15-4.
I think it was a utility player that was pitching.
But, like, there's a difference between behind closed doors, like, don't do that again. Like, you're breaking this unwritten rule, blah, blah, which, by the way, unwritten rule is the dumbest thing to happen in baseball ever. But there's that, and then there's what he did of in the media saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a completely different thing because, like I said, you're supposed to protect your player against the media. You're supposed to be all in for them. And like I said, if he does this behind closed doors, I might not even have a problem with it. Like, I still kind of what I think because I just hate the unwritten rules. I hate all the old school crap. Like, bro, flip your bat, hit home runs, do it. Because, and I go back to this, baseball's the only one without a shot clock or a clock or anything like that. What happens if the Twins came back and won and he didn't hit a home run because he knew it was a 3-0, it was a 3-0 count? Listen, was it going to happen? Probably not. But I've also seen the Yankees blow 2 6-run leads in the 9th inning this year. So, like, it's definitely a possibility. Like, things can happen. Right. So,
but there's probably like a 1% on it. So let's.
No, like I said, there's a very low possibility. Probably not. Right. Probably would not happen. But what if it did? Who looks stupid now?
I mean, let's be honest. If they came back from being down 15, another run probably wouldn't have made that much difference. Like, they were that hot, they were going to score another run. That's how I feel on it. Home run or no home run, no.
But I mean, Michael,
and they had their utility pitcher or player out there.
Listen, pitching. I understand. So, I tend to agree that it wouldn't happen, but I'm just saying, in a crazy world, they get hot. Maybe next inning they hit a grand slam. Then it's 15-8.
Let's just say, I'm not going to say that.
Listen, like I said, it wouldn't happen. But just imagine if it does, and then after the game, it's I didn't swing because it was 15-4 and it's a 3-0 count. Us in the media would have been like, well, the game wasn't over. Why wouldn't you be swinging at that? Like, that's bad, sports or whatever. You should always play your hardest, 110%. The old stupid, you got to try hard till the end stuff.
I hate the 110. You can't do it, so I say it like it's a lot.
I can't give you 110%. It's possible statistically.
Right. But statistically speaking, I would say there is a 99.8% chance that they do not ever come back in that.
I agree.
Okay.
But I still stand by the point of what if.
Let's just be honest.
Michael, how
if you were to,
if
I'm going to say this.
all right, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm just going to say this. I don't think I would ever go to mybookie.ag and use their promo code USN100 to place a bet on any team being down by 15 runs in the ninth inning to come back and win. Although I'm sure those are great odds that you would have in that.
Probably
just in case
around plus 50,000, honestly.
I mean, yes, but just in case no one heard that call out again, it is mybookie.ag and the promo code is USN100. And with that code, we will actually double your first deposit.
That's very true. It's a very true statement right there. But, whatever. I guess, listen, to each their own on the conversation. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like I said, Michael, I agree.
No.
Because I agree that it wouldn't happen. But how mad would you be if
it wouldn't happen? It wouldn't happen.
People have said that a lot. People have never thought we could get to the moon.
We haven't.
Oh my! All right, now I really got to move on. You got that? Can I borrow your tinfoil hat?
No, for real. You think we've been to the moon? I mean, I just really want to get this off out of here. You really do?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I always thought I had to, and I thought a lady I knew was crazy when she said that we hadn't. But there's a lot of stuff that's kind of makes you wonder.
That's that Southern education.
No. You can actually see it. New York, I think, is where his astronaut outfit is of Buzz.
Yeah, because we know that he made it there.
Okay, but his foot on the suit is actually flat, and everyone sees the print, and it's rigid from where his step. Those two things don't add up. Just saying that. Either he used a different suit and they kept it, or a different boot. But I'm just saying. Carry on.
I don't even think I can do the rest of the show. It's embarrassing. But I can't believe the Yankees got out of that situation as well. That was very odd. But it's
headphones, so they're not staying in there very well. It's different kind.
You know what? Get it together, Michael. This is a professional show.
You're right, and I'm ready to go.
Michael, do you want to get into the trade next? Or do we want to do a fantasy update?
Let's do fantasy update.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's been a long time.
Let's let this show marinate for a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Now, listen, we got some heavy hitters in this fantasy league, Michael.
I've been trying to keep up with my league or with my team, and I've been doing pretty well for most part. I forgot them today. I had everyone on my bench that played, and I just said, you know what? I'm 10-4 in this league. I'm doing pretty good. I feel like it. Let me go to the league and see who's in first place. Are you sharing the screen?
I am not. I'm going to try though. But if I can get it, I will do that. But you can continue talking while I try this.
And I happened to go here, and I was like, okay, 10-4. Let me check here. The next team, the number one team is Cheese Matt Skura that we talk about quite a bit.
Fantastic.
He's 12-2. So I was like, man, 10-4, 12-2. That's not bad. Then I looked, and there's one other team that's 10-4, tied in first place in our.
Oh no, it's not
division,
tied.
If you will. Yes, we're tied.
No, I'm in first.
No, I'm also at first, sir.
No, but I'm on top because I have more points scored this season. If the season was to end right now, I would get the higher seed.
No.
Yes.
No, because we're both number one.
Michael, I have more points scored than you.
But
that's the tiebreaker.
Then it would have you as 1 and me as 2, and it doesn't.
No, because it goes by record. But I'm saying if Michael, I'll let the people decide.
You're not.
Look, I got it here right now.
Ready? Thank you. People, please leave a comment. According to the app, it says first place.
It's fine.
And
not everybody can be right all the time.
Hurry up sharing the screen, dude.
Look, there it is, right there. Bam.
There we go.
Look, I'll even zoom in
up a little bit. Thank you.
Look at that. Look, Michael, you see this? Don't judge my trout. Number 1. Look, it even says right there, rank number 2.
Oh, nice. Okay, it does on that. But on my phone, as you can see.
I agree. It says the same thing on my phone.
Okay. All right. So I will give that to you now.
Well, you should have from the beginning, Michael. I know what I'm talking about here.
But I've scored more runs than you.
No, you have not.
Batting runs. Look down there.
Oh,
I'm
well, hold on.
639. You're 631.
Where's?
Keep on
That's
going to the left.
batting. Where's
It's the
Come
first
on.
one, the runs.
No. I see that. No. I see that.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure. Oh, look at that. You have you got more RBIs than me as well.
Mm-hmm.
You got more walks than me as well.
Way
You
more
got more
strikeouts.
Ks than me. I got a lot more stolen bases though. I do have a lot more stolen bases. Oh, we have the same amount of earned runs. Would you look at that?
That's pretty cool.
I got a few more walks than you. You got more Ks than me. See, Michael, this is what's really killing you right here. You see this? I have 54 wins with my pitchers. You only got 39 and 40 losses. Wow.
Hey, you got 43 losses. Watch it.
No. But I'm saying you have more losses than wins.
Oh, yeah.
So that's...
You know what?
That's a lot.
It happens.
Michael,
DeGrom has hurt me this year. He's horrible.
You know what I'm focusing on? Look at this number right here. Win streak 7. I'm on a nice 7-game win streak, baby. And that's what I like to see.
I'm going to have to start talking to some of these people in the 8th, 9th, and 10th place, see if they can do a trade with me or something.
Look, Michael. Look at that. I got a 99% chance to make the playoffs. You're at 98. Wise Cheese is in 100%. And then, hey, it's a race for 4th place.
Yeah.
We got Perry here at 6 and 8. This could be like the last year's MLB season where a team with a losing record gets into the playoffs. He's got a 35% chance to make the playoffs at 6 and 8. Then my brother has a 39% chance at a 7 and 7 record. And then my other brother got a 25% chance. And then after that, it just drops off enormously. It just... Michael, should we take a look at our teams?
Let's take a look.
Let's take a gander here.
You know what?
Now I wonder if I can do this as the Yankees actually just stole a base. And you know what, Michael, I know it's not on our list or anything, but I really do want to get into the new way that the Yankees have been playing because it just goes against what they've done literally ever. So I would like to get into that as well. But yeah, let's take a look at my team. So I obviously, like we said, Yermin's not here anymore, baby. I got Omar Narvaez now. Milwaukee catcher. I'm still rocking with Goldschmidt at first. Brandon Lau. Still got him on the squad. Hasn't been playing the best, but, it's all right. Listen, you people that were down on Nolan Arenado this year.
Hey, you were one of those too.
No.
You were one of those too.
Michael,
you weren't extremely down.
Michael, I'll bet you right now. Michael, I'll bet you right now.
You thought he was going to be good.
I picked him to win an MVP.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I had him in the MVP race, and I said, I don't get why people think he's going to be bad all because he's not in Colorado anymore. I got into an argument with this it was like one of our first shows of the season.
On the panel, yeah, I was thinking you were because everyone was pretty much thinking that he would be good down this year.
Oh no, I was a big Nolan guy.
Okay,
big Nolan guy. Carlos Correa, hate you with the burning passion. But
what's that? That's so mean.
He's an Astro.
That's so mean, man.
Michael, if I could, let me not say this on air. I'm going to calm down. Javi Baez, not bad. Chris Bryant, that's been a good one. He's a day-to-day right now. It's fine.
Okay.
And then I got my big bopper here, Aaron Judge. Michael, that's another prediction I was right about. Judge has played in a lot of games this year. He's only out right now. Not even injury. It is a COVID situation. So that's you can't really fault the guy there. That's just circumstance. And then I got Tommy Pham. He's been playing very well recently. Very, very well. And let me tell you something. This was a late pickup. Cedric Mullins right here. That was a big one, though, because he's been playing out of his mind. And then this is where it really gets interesting. I'm waiting, baby. Mike Trout, Kettle Marte on the IL, both of them. Trout should hopefully be back, maybe next month. And then I need Kettle Marte to come back too because both of these men, obviously you know about Mike Trout, but Marte has been unbelievable as well. So I need them to come back, and I think my team is going to be unstoppable, honestly. And then we go down to the pitchers, Michael.
Oh,
You Darvish, we know, been having a great year. We also know Walker Buehler.
He's been decent. He's been
fantastic.
decent this year.
Michael, he's 12-1, I think.
Let's click on it because
Let's take a gander here. Look at this. Where's it? It doesn't show his record. Oh, yes, it does. Look at that.
10-1.
10-1. 2.37 ERA. He's been fantastic.
Okay. All right. Because I actually said he would be in the Cy Young beginning of the year because I thought
listen,
Trevor Bauer would help him.
I might have agreed with you. I was a big fan of Buehler coming into the season.
Mhm.
Brad Hand, the Washington closer, he's gotten me there. And this was one that'll make Jesse proud. Sandy Alcantara. Been good so far. I don't know what bereavement means, but that's fine, I guess.
I think it means someone's died close to him and he's on.
Oh. Well,
I think.
I hate to see that then. Prayers out to Sandy.
Or I'll say a family issue or something like that, I think.
Okay. He's 5-9 on the year, but I don't put that on him because I have seen plenty of times this year he's given up, like this game right here. Really? 7 hits. Oh, wait, no. I'm looking at the wrong one. I thought that this was the strikeout category, and that's walks. So, but even then, 3 earned runs. And I mean, I know it's only in 4 innings, but it's not even that bad. But he gets the loss in a game like that, so it's a tough life for him. It really is. Look at this. Look at this game right here. He gets a no decision. 8 innings, 1 earned run, and gets a no decision. That's tough for my boy Sandy. Chad Green, Carlos Rodon, Kyle Hendricks, and then Michael, like I said once again, I'm waiting for the boppers to come back. I got Carrasco, Severino, and Syndergaard on the IL, waiting for them to come back. I'm praying, brother. I'm praying. Perry, welcome, my friend. We were just talking about you. You got a chance at the playoffs in this fantasy league. I know you.
Yes.
I know for a fact you haven't been paying attention, probably, but you do have a chance to make the playoffs. Oh my gosh, Stanton with the hit. Come on, LeMahieu, you got to score on that. You got to score. Let's go. And he did. Yankees up 2-1 right now. Top of the 8th inning. Nobody out.
Let's go to my team, please.
All right, let's take a gander.
This is what's going to upset me.
All right. Rosters. Hold on. Let's wait for this baby to load. Oh, look at that. I didn't even know you could do this. All right. Let's go to your team, Michael. Look, I'm even going to zoom in even more.
Thank you.
So it'll be just for you, just your team. Bam. You and as you go down it, I'll keep scrolling, baby.
Okay. Honestly, I've got two. Can you zoom out a little bit more so I can see some of my team?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Because honestly, guys, again, I did not set my lineups
Actually,
2
Michael,
days ago.
Let me do this.
Just go to mine because
let's just go to your team. Here we go.
Go ahead and go on down to my bench team, please.
Your bench. All right, let's go to the bench.
Yes.
Oof.
You see LeMahieu is on the bench, and as he just said, he scored a run. I apologize. I thought I had Stanton on the bench, too. I guess I did put him in.
Oh, my gosh, the Yankees just bunted. What is going on? Are we in the Matrix? This is amazing. Sorry, Michael. Continue.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm still waiting for Anthony Rendon to actually play this season. I mean, it's like he's sits 10, plays 2, sits 20, plays 1. But, there is Stanton. I see him now. I couldn't find him. I did have him on my utility, so good.
Hey, he drove in the run, so you're good.
Yes, but LeMahieu was on my bench who scored the run. But you know what? It happens. It happens.
It does happen.
I picked up Wander Franco just because of the buzz after his first 2 games, but I still kept him. I still think he's going to be a good player. I don't know if he's worth really keeping this year, and it's not going to be a dynasty league. But got my man Jesse Winker there, who has been phenomenal this year. I want to say I picked up Josh there in the outfield because I needed someone.
Michael, I can't believe you just skipped over your boy Kyle Schwarber right here. That man went crazy last month. He had 13 home runs.
Yes, and he was on the bench. Or he was in free agency, and I picked him up. No, he was on free agency. Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, I picked him up. I couldn't believe that no one had him on his team.
I'm disgusted right now.
Yeah, so that was a steal for me. And Ken Ha has been out for a while. He's been good this year. Finally, he's back. I'm getting some notifications on here. But going up.
All right,
AJ's been pretty good this year. Mancini, who I'm so thankful I picked up. I actually think I drafted him because of his story, and he's been great this year, inspirational to everyone. Do not think after July 31st that he will be a Baltimore Oriole, but I'm just going to throw it out there. I just think there's too much of a story for it. I know it's for the Orioles. It's kind of weird because he is their face of the rebuild. Like he's their best player now. He's their storyline. But I don't know.
And I've heard Mullins might have something.
Those are the two.
About that.
Those are the two.
Yes,
and I've had. Excuse me. I've heard some talk. That was actually a deep cough, but
sorry. Well, still, I want you to be blessed, Michael. You know how I feel about you.
Thank you. But I've heard some rumors that Trey has been been called upon from some teams, but Baltimore doesn't know if they want to get rid of him because he is the face right now, or if they want to let him go because he's having such a great comeback. I think they should let him go, and it'd be a great story for MLB. Don't be selfish, Baltimore. Let us have this story where he could go to a team and compete for a playoffs. If he were to win a World Series because you all traded him, the best story in MLB in the last 20 years, I'd say. So there's that. Marcus Semien playing great. Wendell is even playing great. Hernandez was a good pickup for me as well. Alonso started off very, very poorly, but he has started turning around. I actually think the home run derby is going to help him. He's still playing great right now. Just got the confidence going up. That swag, the dance. I mean, heck, somebody got hurt in the outfield. He's still sitting there jamming away like, okay, but we'll go with it. So there we go. That's my team. We didn't go through my pitchers. My pitchers, I've been really.
Let's take a gander here.
I've been hurting with my pitchers, and yes, I went a little homer on this because I got Luis Castillo and Sonny Gray, and I even had Wade Miley for a while after he had his no hitter for the Reds. I dropped him to pick up someone because I had some hurt guys. I actually have, you can't see here, DeGrom, who's been in and out.
Oh yeah. Tough right there. That's a hard one.
That's fatal for me. But really, I mean, I've got some good pitchers that just are in some bad luck right now. I mean, they're scoring high points. They're just not getting their wins, but that's okay.
Now, Michael, I do remember. I'm going to stop sharing this screen now.
Okay.
I do remember at one point you had messaged me and you had a trade offer for Mr. Jacob deGrom. And we went over the trade situation. I gave you my thoughts. You gave me your thoughts. What went into you declining it? And if you do remember the trade by any chance, if you could tell the people what it was.
I might be able to pull that up on an email because it was from my notification.
I remember that Garrett Cole was in it. That's the only
Garrett
thing
Cole.
I remember.
That's fantasy football. That's not it.
I just reactivated my fantasy football league today. Man, did that feel good. 2 weeks until the preseason. Oh boy, we're getting there, baby.
Let's see here. You know what?
How did you swing at that, bro? That pitch was literally at your head, and you swung at that. That's amazing. But who am I? By the way, it's 3-1. Okay. Gleyber Torres with a nice sacrifice fly.
I was trying to see if that may still be pending, but it's not. How cool would that have been? I can't see it. But the Cheese had offered me, and all I was giving up was DeGrom, and I was getting Garrett Cole and so many more people. Like there was 4 or 5 people that was on the list, and some of them were decent. The real reason why I probably talked myself out of it was I was hesitant because we didn't know how Cole was going to do when the whole foreign substance was going on. And not only that is the 5 guys else or the 4 other guys that I was getting would have caused me to drop players. And I kind of felt like my players that I had were more.
Oh, I got it, Michael.
Okay, good.
It was.
Wow,
No. You can go into the WhatsApp and just look at pictures that were sent back and forth, and you screenshotted the picture, sent it to me.
Nice.
You were going to receive Mr. Garrett Cole, Freddie Peralta, and Yordan Alvarez for Jacob deGrom. Now, you look at this trade now with everything that's happened. Do you regret it? Do you not regret it?
If DeGrom wasn't going to the IL every other start, I think I would have been good. And I still think I'm okay. Because
I was going to say, Michael, I thought you were going to be a little hard on yourself. I still think the right decision was made. I wouldn't have made the trade.
Thank you. Because even with that, I have a lot of first base and DH on my team, like Stanton and then Alonso. There's someone else that's first base and DH only, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. But that would have really handcuffed me at playing some of my players. So that was really the two reasons. And I like my team. I mean, I'm in first for a reason.
Why couldn't you like
second?
Yeah,
I'm in second. I will agree with you.
Well, yeah, that was our quick little update on our fantasy teams. I figured, we hadn't done that in a long time. I asked Michael, I was like, Michael, you think that we should update the people on the fantasy teams? He said, you know what? Why not?
Why not?
So there is your fantasy update. And now let's get into the trade market, Michael. Maybe I'll save my Yankees for the end because, listen, I know that, there's bigger things to talk about. Maybe I won't even get to them. You never know. But the first, I would say the first big domino fell because although we had that trade with the Braves and, God, his name is escaping me.
Oh, if you wouldn't have said anything, who did the Braves get? It was an outfielder.
Yep, from former Dodger. Jock Peterson.
Jock Peterson. Jock.
Hey, Doc was a great pitcher. Shout out to the Mets. Actually, speaking of the Mets, Michael, have you seen the new 30 for 30 that's coming out?
I have not.
They are making a 30 for 30 on the 86 Mets. That is going to be fantastic.
Now,
that's the crazy World Series winning Mets? Doc, Darryl. Oh, yeah.
I read something today, and I don't know how true it was. It was on Facebook on a baseball group chat thing, that something about the 86 Mets also had women in their locker rooms,
Michael,
during games.
They had a bowl of drugs in their locker room before games.
Yeah.
They trashed
this could
plane. Do you know that Doc missed the championship parade because he was at his dealer's house asleep?
Wow. No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
So this will be a fun
for the 86 Mets 30 for 30. Damn near lost my mind because this is going to be one of the greatest things that television's ever seen. Even if you don't like the Mets or baseball, I think you have to give it a watch because I think it's just going to be I think it's going to be a hell of a show.
I mean, it's definitely going to be entertaining. It's untelling what we're going to see. There's probably so many things that we don't even know that happened. Oh. Sorry, guys. I'm pouring my drink over here if you're wondering what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, Michael, what's in that cup there, guy? Don't say water. I know it's not.
Well, it's a clear beverage, so.
Oh.
It's water.
Hitting that Tito's, I see. Oh, straight, too. That's crazy.
Wow. Fun fact, I've never been drunk.
Really? Can't relate. Not even a little bit.
Bad.
Listen, Michael, I'm 21, baby.
I mean, I'm 35.
Listen, to each their own.
That's right.
So there's a 30 for 30 on the 86 Mets coming out fairly soon. It's a 2-part series, too, I believe. So
one's R-rated and the other one is G.
No.
I know what you mean. I know.
Yeah. But I think this is going to be very fun. Like I said, you had Doc, who was people forget because of everything that happened after Doc retired. He was like, what DeGrom is doing now is what Doc was doing. Not to this extent, because obviously DeGrom has literally had the most historic season of all time right now. But Doc was literally like just that much of a level below that. He was unbelievable. I mean, that was prime Darryl Strawberry as well. You had oh my gosh, he's one of the Met announcers now. I can't even think of his name. The first baseman, Hernandez. Oh my God, is that going to annoy the hell out of me? I don't remember, but hey.
All I know is if Darryl Strawberry played during this time right now, he would definitely love using rxhemp.com.
No, no, not even Darryl. I think Doc would have needed that. He had some long nights there.
Docked probably too. And if you guys don't know what rxhemp.com is, obviously it's a CBD cream for hot and cold for your muscle relaxers. You can actually go to their website. Again, it's rxhemp.com, and you can use another promo code rxhemp/USN. And I think you get 15% off your entire purchase as many times that you use it, correct? Or is it 15?
Oh, yes.
Always 10%, right?
Yeah, 10%.
Okay, 10%.
All right, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm looking. The 86 Mets team won the National League East, Michael. Take a guess by how many games?
I would say I'm going to go with 15.
21 and a half.
Ooh, wow. That was a good team.
They had a collective ERA of 3.11, which is unbelievable. They batted .263. They led the league in runs scored and batting average. However, they were also known as one of the wildest teams in the league because of drugs and alcohol used by players throughout their championship-winning season. Former pitcher Ron Darling recounted many instances of that lifestyle in his book. And I listen, I think it's just going to be crazy, you know. And they're a big what-if story as well because, like I said, they were so good, but the team kind of split up after that. And because of all the extracurricular activities, I don't think any of the players actually played up to their, you know, expectation. Doc went downhill
Full
after
potential.
that. Daryl struggled as well. So if they just imagine if they kept everything together too. But I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there because I'm very excited for that.
I mean, let's just be honest. It's almost going to be like the Miami Hurricanes. They're 30 for. Didn't they do a 30 for 30 for them? And just how they're.
Did they?
I want to say, what do they have? An interception chain or something? I mean, those guys.
You know what the bad part is? I was really thinking of hockey when you said Miami Hurricanes, and I don't know why. Listen, the Stanley Cup this season, or not the Stanley? Oh no, it wasn't even the season. That was the Montreal Canadiens and Tampa Bay. I don't know. The Hurricanes were somewhere in there though, and so I thought about them. But yeah, that Miami team, they were.
Would have been better if I just did the U.
You know what? Probably. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay.
Listen, Michael. Whatever. But we'll get into the trades because, like I said, Jock Peterson got traded. Didn't really do anything for me. But
here's my take on that one, real quick. I think that one is a push for the Braves now to see if they can make anything happen. And I think we even said this last week a little bit. I think they did this trade early so that if it doesn't pan out, they can go ahead and trade him yet again.
I absolutely agree.
That is what I think on it.
I absolutely agree as well. I mean, teams have done this before. Wouldn't be anything crazy. I think it's like damn, maybe if we go 8-0 in the next 2 weeks because and Jock's been playing really well, maybe we end up buying, or maybe Jock plays good, we suck, and then we can sell Jock again. So it could go either way. I do think it's.
I think it's a good move by him, actually, either or.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like I said, I think the first big domino fell today as Nelson Cruz got traded to the Tampa Bay Rays. I am not very happy about this, by the way. Very upset.
I've got something on my back and it needs padded. Come on.
You said that last week, did you?
Yes.
I don't listen, Michael. I barely remember what I did today. So,
I mean, you even tweeted about it. Come on, you got to give me some love.
I didn't tweet about it for you.
You did. You said, I'm pretty sure you said that on the show.
Michael, I quoted Brandon's tweet, our guest from last week, and said that because he said it.
Hold up. I've read that tweet all wrong.
I know you did. I was going to tell you that after you responded, but I just never did. I literally quoted his tweet and said, you certainly said Cruz was a candidate for the Rays on our show. And then you randomly responded and said, love it when I'm right. Ha ha.
Whoops.
Did not know you changed your name to Brandon Warren.
You know what? It happens. It happens.
I'm just saying.
Keep going.
But in return, they got 2 prospects back from the Rays. It was their 10th and 17th ranked prospects in their farm system, which, listen, for Nelson Cruz, who was an all-star this year, I think he might be batting in the upper. He might be in the.
He's having a good season.
Let's take a look here. Just take a look at his stat real quick. His stat line, I should say. He is currently batting 294. So for a guy batting 294 now, don't get me wrong, the man is as old as the MLB itself, it seems like. I think he's in his 40s. Huh?
He's 41 years old.
Yeah. So you definitely weren't getting, top prospects because how long is he really going to be left to play in the league? And he can only be a DH, obviously, at this point in his career. But it's something that the Rays needed. They can't hit lefties. Like, they literally can't hit lefties. I think they had the lowest OPS against them this season. I heard that earlier today. And, well, Nelson, and that's the other thing, too, what people probably don't put into account when they trade for a veteran like this. It's almost like what Garrett Cole does, like Bauer does, that you always talked about. He can make some of these guys better. And I especially look at that for oh gosh, who's the outfielder on the Rays that went crazy last year in the playoffs? Arozarena. He's a very what's the word I'm looking for here? He goes after everything. He doesn't really have patience at the plate, I should say. And obviously Nelson Cruz can sit down with a player like that, a young kid, and it's obviously somebody that Arozarena would respect greatly. I would imagine the guy might be a Hall of Famer, honestly. It is certainly possible. So he can sit down with him and be like, listen, if you were more patient at the plate, you could probably end up doing this and this instead of, striking out here. Like, that pitch wasn't good, but you're trying to go after everything. So he could be a great guy in the clubhouse. And also, the DH spot is literally a black hole for the Rays. Like, their DHs just haven't done anything. And obviously now with him being there, he's going to go slot right into the DH spot. And we just said he's batting 294. You've just made the All-Star game again. So he's obviously a huge upgrade to what they were running out there before.
Oh, yeah. I think all around this is great for the Rays. And see, even though he's 41 years old, the Rays with their farm and just their whole system, like they can take these guys 2 years and use it, and then they abandon them at the right time. I mean, they get rid of them in a matter of no time. So I think it's a great move by the Rays. I think this really pushes them ahead a little bit more in the East. I'm not going to say that they're going to overcome
I think they're the favorite now.
I really think this series with you all and the Red Sox will determine that. I do think it gives them an edge at the moment, but I mean, the Boston's been playing great all year. I'm still going to say with Boston right now.
I think the Rays are only one game back, so it could obviously be very interesting. But the trade deadline also isn't over.
Do you think Boston's going to make a move now? I mean, kind of have to.
That's what I was say. I feel like you have to. But you also get into some of the things which I've heard from people, and listen, I'm not saying it's my opinion. In fact, I actually think it's wrong of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, yeah, I understand that. But what? To get better, you're just going to say no because you're playing good right now? Like, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, the Giants shouldn't trade for anybody because they got some players coming back. And, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. First team to 60 wins or whatever. Like, yeah. But you can get better with a trade.
Right.
So why would you not do it?
The only time that I think that it's not good to do that trade to get better as far as X's and O's on that or just player upgrades is sometimes a player won't fit well in a locker room. And I think that can do more big harm there.
Yeah.
But that's something that we'll never really know how that plays a part. But I am seeing this right now, and I want to know how you feel on this. The Yankees apparently has called the Colorado Rockies about Story.
I mean, I can see it. It's going to be weird then because that means you're getting rid of Luke Voigt.
Yes, I think Torres would be going to second.
Yeah, Torres goes to second, DJ goes to first, Story plays short, and then obviously you have Urshela at third. So you're getting rid of Luke Voigt because – and you see, this is where the Yankees not being able to be versatile hurts them so much. Because if you could just take Stanton and make him an outfielder, you could keep Stanton and Voit, have Voit be the DH, and then you keep everybody. But they can't do that. Although, crazy enough, Aaron Boone has said, no. Aaron Boone has said that he's probably going to end up playing left field in this Boston series.
Oh, really?
So they're going to stick him back out in the outfield, apparently, in this series, and we're going to see what happens. I don't think he's played the outfield since like the first season with the Yankees. So what was that, like 3 years ago now?
We're close to there, if not, yeah.
Yeah, so he hasn't played the left field in a while. And I mean, this could be a good series to do it. I mean, obviously you had the green monster out in left field, so it's not like he's tracking balls 400 feet into the corner. And like, I mean, all you got to do is play it off the green monster.
Why do you think they're doing that now?
That's the part I don't understand. Because this is the worst time to do it because you don't have to. Like, Judge is still out because of the COVID stuff. He's supposed to be coming back in the Tampa series. Urshela might come back in the Red Sox series. But with all of that being said, Voit is still going to be out. So you're not leaving anybody out of the lineup by doing this. Like, the whole problem with him not being able to play left field is usually when Garrett Cole pitches, because Kyle Higashioka has become, the personal catcher for Garrett Cole. He pitches better when he pitches to him, so that's what he's been doing. And Gary Sanchez has been playing very well recently. So whenever Cole pitched, they had to sit Gary. And it's like, well, now you just took one of your best bats out of the lineup.
Right.
But if you could have played Stan in left field, you could then.
Right.
What do you do, Michael? You put DH Gary Sanchez in there.
Right.
And you can have everybody in, and you still have Higashioka being able to catch. So this is just really weird timing for them. I don't understand it. I mean, I don't hate it, obviously, because I would, like I said, if he could actually play the outfield, it makes him so much more versatile. I wish he could play the outfield all the time. So I don't get it. I'm not mad at seeing it, but I also just don't understand why you're doing it now.
I think that's the big question. Like, I get it, actually. It makes them more open to what they can do on their lineup. But to do it right now, this series and this time of the season, I think it's weird. Like, this is something that should have been done in April, really. Even maybe May. But you're going against the number one team in your division. And you're going to play with lineups now?
Yeah, you're experimenting now.
Yeah, unless the Yankees are about to make a move already and the situation you're talking about is about to happen. Like, keep Voit, trade for somebody.
I don't think they would ever play Stanton in the outfield every day. Like, that's a pipe dream.
Right, but if you keep everything, you don't have to play him every day. You only have to play him probably once every 5 days.
I mean, but then you're probably making Voit a platoon player at that point as well, which, I mean, I don't think that's where he's at his best. I think Voit is at his best when he's playing every day. And don't get me wrong, obviously most players are, but I really think it is with him as well because, he's a big home run hitter. You really have to get into your groove when you're a home run hitter, he's not, line to line kind of guy like DJ or somebody of that nature. But I don't know. It's weird. It is weird timing right now, though. I absolutely agree. Listen, I'm not mad with it. Glaber's a better second baseman than he is a shortstop. Like, it's really simple as that. And Story's a pretty solid shortstop as well. The only thing I don't really like about it is that I don't think they would keep Story long term. So then what are you doing next year? Because now you have to replace your first baseman. So unless they plan on keeping him, from here on out, but like I said, I don't think they will. He's going to want a lot of money. And don't get me wrong.
Deserving.
No, yeah, of course. And don't get me wrong. It's the Yankees. It's not like I'm crying poor for them. But they have Stanton's contract. They have to make a decision on Aaron Judge coming up. I think they have to sign him this summer to an extension. You have Chapman making his money. You have Cole obviously making his money. So I don't know if you're really in the market for like a fifth big contract because now you're really handicapping yourself. And like I said, it's not like there's a salary cap or anything, but there is a luxury tax. And the weird thing with the luxury tax too is it's how many years you're over it. It's not even the amount of money you are over it. So like you could be $1 over it or $100 million over it. It's still the same penalty. It's just how many years you're over. So listen, maybe if the Yankees don't care, and they're like, you know what? We got Story. Maybe we could be this much better for the next 5 years, and then I don't care about the luxury taxes. We're not going to need international signing bonus money. We're not going to need draft picks anyway. We're going to be fantastic. And they just don't care about it, and they blow through it. But I don't know. I don't really see it happening. So it's a weird situation because, like I said, I wouldn't mind it. Story's a good player, but I also look at it like, what are you really going to end up doing with him?
I agree. What I'm trying to think of now is, as you were talking, is where is Chris Bryant going to be going? Like, I think that's
he's a lock for the Mets. I really do.
I feel like the Mets would have already made that move, though.
I mean,
because there's been so many reports out of different people going on.
Maybe they wait towards the deadline
But it's the Mets. Like, the Mets don't need to be doing any kind of Mets things. Like, I wouldn't waste no time. If I wanted him, I would get it done because the way the Mets go, hey, we're going to release these black jerseys and we're actually going to trade for Chris Brown on the same day. Oh, dang it. Somebody offered just a wee bit bigger and they're ready to make the offer. Like, they called our bluff. Like, they thought we wanted to try to push for more or less to get Chris Bryant, even though we want him this whole time. And they lose out on him. Like, I feel like, you're talking about the domino effect. I feel like Chris Bryant is now the new domino that's waiting to fall.
No, I actually think he is the domino. I think that this was a domino with Cruz, but I think Bryant's the biggest one.
I think so, too. Just because he's so versatile on so many different places, he can play and still be elite effective. But I'm wanting to see where Gallo goes. What I'm wondering and worried about is a lot of teams are going to be going for these 1 years or a half a season or 2-month deals. Or are we trying to trade more for these extra year contract players? Because I feel like this is a season that it's almost next year is what we're looking for. Or a year that we're building now and can go on. Because Chris Bryant's this year is done. I think he's got with a contract. Gallo, I think, is the same way. But there's a lot of players that are out there that have an extra year or even 2 years that are looking pretty gold for these moves. I have a feeling once we get to next week, today's Thursday, in 3 more days, we're going to see a lot of trades happen, or at least a lot of rumors pop up real quick of what's going to go on.
See, I agree with you that, like, it's – I don't know. I feel like unless you're, like, a certified playoff World Series contender, and let's be real here. We know some teams are going to make the playoffs, but – there's probably like 3 or 4 like certified, they could probably win the World Series type of teams. And I feel like unless you're that, I've never really understood the let's kind of go for it now type of thing. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't really understand that. As our boy Dark Sage is back, as always.
Yes.
Honestly, did Minnesota have to lose by doing this trade? They have declined so much this year. I think it's time for them to blow it up and start a new rebuild. I said that last week. I think that they should tear it down. The team is just not good.
Here's my thing with Minnesota. If they would have done the same thing they did last year and still blow it in the playoffs, I think it's just time for a reset. And the Yankees
give up the lead in the 9th inning. What else is new? Jesus Christ, I hate this team.
That's my opinion as far as the Minnesota. Like, I'm actually kind of glad for them that they are doing bad because I think they've been so good so long that they're at their peak. I mean, they're at their ceiling and they haven't been able to get over the hump. Now it's just almost been a curse that has been self-employed to them. So I'm almost glad that they are doing bad so they can blow it up and start fresh because, this team has been good. It's just they sucked this year. Like, everyone beginning of the year, everyone thought what they did last year, they fell short, and everyone predicted them to possibly make it to the World Series this year, if not win it. So I'm glad it did.
A lot of people thought that they were going to win the division. It was kind of them and they're in the same division as the White Sox, right?
White Sox, yeah. Those two were the main ones. Yeah,
it was those 2 teams, and what are they, in 4th place now?
If that.
So the Twins had nothing to lose. They weren't going to make the playoffs or anything, or even come close to that. So there was no point. Like I said, I think they should trade Barrios or whatever. Barrios. I think they should trade him.
I got that right.
Oh yeah, look at you. You got a bunch of people back. You could trade Cruz. They did trade Cruz. Do they trade? Does anybody actually want J Happ? Does anybody actually want Michael Pineda?
I think so. I think somebody will take Happ.
Apparently, I saw something today too that the Yankees, I guess, asked about Byron Buxton, who was the center fielder for the Twins. Now that is an interesting development because I would prefer that over Story. And Buxton's going to cost a whole lot of prospects and a lot of things like that. But Buxton's a good player, and that's the glaring issue with the Yankees. Their center fielding is just terrible.
Here's somebody made a post. According to trade rumors, the Padres have inquired about Kenta Maeda. There we go. So there's a chance that he may be going, and then they went on to say that they hope they keep now I can't say it.
Barrios?
That's what about said. Barrios and Maeda. So I think it's about to break open now. I'm excited. I say by Sunday we'll be like, hey, these trades happened, this trade happened, and this trade happened.
Well, when's the deadline? It's next week, right?
Yeah, it's the 30th. 30th is the last day.
The 30th is a Friday. Oh.
Yes.
So we'll have the day before.
Yes.
Love that timing. I love that timing.
I don't know. We may have to do a special show on Friday night.
All right, listen. I'm maybe we just move the show to Friday instead.
No, let's not do that. Let's just do 2 shows.
Listen,
persistent.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the trade deadline is going to be interesting. A lot of teams are going to be doing a lot of things because it's weird. There's just a lot of teams that are still in it. I am not. So
yeah, but
late show.
What time do you get off work?
I don't know. I got to look. Let's pull up the good old schedule. What is that? The 29th then?
No, the 30th.
Oh, the 30th. I lied.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 30th. I'm off at 6:30.
There we go.
Perfect.
We might have to make us a late night show. Oh, I'm excited.
But yeah, I don't know. Still got Kimbrel out there. I don't know. I literally have 0 guesses as to where he goes. That's another person that I think the Mets should go after too. Because listen, I know they technically have a closer with Edwin Diaz, but he is not a closer. He's terrible. He's blown like 3 straight saves. Who's your other closer? Familia. I don't think they really have faith in him either. So, I mean, you got to strengthen up that bullpen. But I don't know. There's a lot of big names out there, a lot of big teams that are probably going to be making some noise there, Mikey.
Ooh, Mikey. Nice.
I know,
There's
right?
one in my right ear because it keeps trying to fall out. You know what? Let's do this real quick because, I mean, we know we've got players. Ooh, Danny Duffy. Giants are eyeballing him right now. Danny Duffy for the Kansas City.
He has been playing very well this year.
Giants is a key team for Marte.
Kettle Marte? Or Starling Marte?
No, I think, Starling Marte.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. I'm going to go back to my Bleacher Report app and go to MLB only, and let's go to the standings. We're going to go division by division. Let's break it down. So let's just start with AL East. The Red Sox, what move do they need to make? Or what player do you think they might be interested in?
That's a good question. I think they're in the market for a first baseman because that's been a real struggle for them this year. Mm-hmm. So whatever player at first base is available, I think that is definitely their target.
I want to say infielder because I want to say even just the corners is possibly a place where they could up.
Third base, they have Devers, so that's not happening.
True. Okay, yeah, you win. First base. Rays, we know already did something. Do you think the Rays will make another move?
I wouldn't be shocked if they went with a starting pitcher. They're big into the whole opener situation. That's because their bullpen is very good. But, I mean, I don't know if they want to have openers in the playoffs. So maybe another starter.
Okay. Let's go with Yankees. What do you think they do? Or do you think they do anything?
No, they're absolutely trading for somebody. It's just a matter of who. They'll probably go after a pitcher. Oh, I would say a low-level starting pitcher, like a 4th or 5th starter, not anything crazy. people always talk about Scherzer and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Do
don't
you think they
that's
could go back for Sonny Gray?
no. Sonny Gray did not like New York.
I don't think so either. But the
Nor
Reds,
does New
who
York
knows where
like
we're
him
gonna go.
anymore.
I want to go on to the Blue Jays, but I mean they're 8 games out right now. It breaks my soul to say it, but they may be out. I don't think they're sellers.
Yeah, I don't think they sell anything, but I don't think they're. I think it's just another developmental year. It's just another.
Mm-hmm.
Let's wait it out and see.
It's a good step, though. I think it's a great step for them, and there's still a chance that they could be finishing the season above the Yankees.
There's always a chance, Michael.
And if so, you owe me $100. I'm so excited about that. All right, let's go to the White Sox.
I don't know what they need, honestly. I really don't.
I kind of feel like, if anything, I mean, they could always use some extra or bullpen help.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm going to try it this way. I want to change up. You keep talking. I'm going to pull ESPN up.
I mean, you look at them. Jimenez is going to come back. They have Lance Lynn. They have Carlos Rodon. Keuchel is definitely not the pitcher he used to be, but he's still there. They have Abreu, so first base is set. They have Tim Anderson, shortstop is set. So I don't know. And I mean, hey, they're the best team in their division. I think they have one of the best records in baseball. So it's not like they're really out here struggling for anything. So I don't know.
I actually feel like the White Sox is probably one of the teams that can say, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, if anything, like you said, I think every team in the MLB could probably do with another reliever. I don't think you can ever have too many bullpen arms. So maybe not a super high leverage guy, but they could still go after somebody.
Here's the thing with them is they're 124 plus in run differentials. I mean, their bats are definitely going great.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I really feel, if anything, they just need to get some extra help in the bullpen just in case something does go south somewhere. The second place team is the Indians.
Goodbye.
No, nothing there?
No.
I mean, they're 9 out. So, okay, let's just go ahead and skip through all this because
the rest of the Central is useless.
Okay, yeah. So your favorite team in AL West is Astros. What do you think
they've been linked to Kimbrel? I saw it when I was doing a little research on Kimbrel. I didn't even they never even came to mind, but like every single article I read said something about Kimbrel. So clearly they need bullpen help, and well, if you need bullpen help, somebody like Kimbrel certainly isn't going to hurt you.
Right. That's why I actually think he'd be great for the Reds, but some people don't. I understand he's 41 years old, but I'm sorry, he's 33 years old.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm going Nelson Cruz there. But the dude has been lights out. I think he has under 1 in ERA, and he has 22 saves. So why wouldn't you want that? But anyways, so we're thinking we'll say mid-reliever again as well. I mean, we're saying Kimbrel, but someone's helping later.
He's the one that's being linked to him. So
okay. What about the Athletics?
I think they could probably use an outfielder as well. I could see Gallo. I could see it. I mean, Gallo actually doesn't make that much money. I thought he did, but because you obviously always look at money when it comes to a team like the A's. Right. But I could see Gallo.
I could too, and I would like that. But I also think maybe another starting pitcher might be in there.
Yeah.
Just
listen, you can never really have too much pitching or bullpen help. So, I mean, realistically, you could say that for all of these teams. So, I mean, yeah.
Now, here's the doozy. I'm going to say 2. Do we think Seattle Mariners do anything? Now, here's the second part. Do we think the Angels do anything? No. See, I could actually see the Angels doing
that's
something.
What I was going to say. I wouldn't be mad at the Angels if they did anything because obviously you're going to get Rendon back. You're going to get Trout back. You already have Ohtani. So, I mean, if you trade for one more offensive player, get another – actually, no. What they need is pitching. Their pitching is terrible. I think Ohtani has the best ERA on their team.
And that's not very good. I mean, Ohtani's a great pitcher.
Yeah, he has like a 3.3, and that's the best on your team.
Yeah.
Like, Don't get me wrong. Otani's crazy what he's doing this year, but I don't know if I want that to be the best ERA on the team.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if they could find someone that would be one of the positions that they need that is for next year, like a 2-year contract guy, I think that would actually be nice for them to move. To if they could get cheap like that, like even if it's Gallo for 2 years, I don't
Get
remember.
Barrios.
Do what?
Get Barrios.
All right, so let's go on to NL East now. We've got the Mets.
Mets are big old buyers.
Yes.
Big
I think
buyers.
even if they weren't in first, they would still be buyers. I'm going to put I'm trying to write these down. Bryant. I feel like KB is destined to be a Met.
Oh, yeah.
I think he will suck. Anything else you can think of that may be an interest for them?
They're probably going to go after another starting pitcher, too. They've had a lot of injuries in that front. Obviously, DeGrom. Syndergaard hasn't come back yet. You don't know what you're getting out of him when he does come back. Usually people come back from Tommy John fine, but still. Mm-hmm. And then Carrasco still hasn't pitched this year. So, and here's the other thing. What a lot of people forget about, well, not forget, but don't realize. There was a 60-game season last year. Pitchers did not throw with their normal 180 innings. So you're not going to have a pitcher throw 90 innings like they did last year and then be like, oh, yeah, by the way, this year you're pitching 200. So you need more pitchers just because people, aren't – when people come back from Tommy John, but you can't come back from GTA. Listen, GTA is a fantastic game.
The wisest one line I've ever heard. Thank you, Christian.
You know what? That's what he's here for. One line.
Hey, speaking of which, my buddy at work told me that there's a new free game coming out right now that you can download on your Xbox that's supposed to be basically Halo remade. I can't remember what it's called.
Well, I don't know.
It looked pretty good. He was showing me some of the little clips from it.
Oh, now I'm intrigued there, Michael.
Yes, because
oh, there we go.
Is that? I don't think that's what he said it was, but okay, we'll go with it. It looked pretty good. Like even their gear.
Christian has been welcome to the Xbox Club, by the way.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Josh.
Look at this, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Look at this.
Look at the love. I'm loving it.
I know.
But yeah, he was telling me it's free that you could just download it, and it's like Fortnite. How you can do on that? And I was like, oh my goodness! And it's like Halo. My hands started shaking. I could feel Mountain Dew going into my bloodstream instantly without even drinking it. I was like, let's go. Let's go. Give me that battle
some Red Bull.
Ooh, there we go.
I don't think I've ever had Red Bull in my life, by the way.
Are you serious?
I'm not an energy drink guy. Like Monster, I think I've had one sip in my entire life.
Time out. You're saying this with Red Bull or did you say Red Bull or Red?
Red Bull, yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking Cold Red Mountain Dew. That's where I was at.
I've had that.
Okay. But, Christian, if you're still in here, and Josh, can you believe this guy has never heard of Hootie and the Blowfish? Please tell me you guys know who they are. I'm going to say Christian does. I'm not either. Okay? I mean, he was in the 90s and 2000s, but they were awesome.
Mid at best.
All right. Have you ever heard of Sugar Ray?
Leonard, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Let me go back to my ESPN app. Okay, so we got the Mets. What about the Phillies?
I wouldn't buy if I were them. Their bullpen is so bad. You just need too much for them to even be competitive. Like, they have 20.
The Phillies are too bought already.
They have 23 blown saves this year.
I mean,
so your bullpen is awful. Like, literally.
So let's just write down Kimbrel there. But, I could actually see the Mets going for KB and Kimbrel. I'm going to say that.
That's a big trade because there. That's your entire system.
But I don't think the Mets really care. With Cohen there, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm winning now. That's where he's at, and I've got a big billfold that can pay for it.
Yeah, the money don't mean nothing to him.
No, which is great. All right. Do we think the Braves do anything else? They're tied with the Phillies right now.
I go with no. I don't think that they'll end up doing anything, honestly.
I'm going to say that they may actually sell John Peterson, and also I could see them getting rid of I said it earlier. Morton.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's not anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think
Especially with
they're going to keep their core, obviously. They're going to keep Albies.
Yeah.
They're going to keep Acuna, obviously. They'll keep
Right.
Freeman. So,
I mean, I could see the A's going for.
why is there a
Morton.
Boston person in the Yankee dugout? I'm so confused right now.
It happens. All right, Phillies. We said the Braves. Do you think the Nationals do anything? They're 6 out.
No,
Okay.
they do not.
All right. Here's my unbiased opinion, so I'm not going to answer. Brewers. Do you think they do anything?
I mean, hey, they are in first place, so why not?
I don't think they need pitching or even dugouts.
I would love to say yes, but they're going to lose this game right now because the Yankee pitcher that has come in has four wild pitches this inning.
Oh,
literally. Wild pitch got into third base. Wild pitch made somebody score. Wild pitch walked somebody, and then a wild pitch now has him at second base with nobody out, bottom of the 10th. So,
is this Chapman?
Oh no, I don't even know who this is. Oh,
Okay,
it's Brooks
okay.
Kriske, everybody's favorite Yankee reliever. But Chapman and Britton pitched 2 days in a row, so they can't pitch the third game.
Anyways, Brewers. I think they try to get a utility player, just someone that they could have if someone gets injured. I think this is a don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't paid. And another wild pitch gets the person to third base now. This is unbelievable. I've never seen.
Are you serious?
Like yes. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. He has 9 pitches. I think 5 of them have been wild pitches.
Wow. Who's the catcher?
I have no idea. It's not Gary. Michael, you don't understand. The Yankees right now are playing with their single A team, not even triple A.
Oh, okay. Is there that many in COVID right now?
Luke Voigt's injured. Urshela and Judge are on COVID. Higashioka's on COVID. One of the relievers is on COVID. So, yeah, they're like Greg Allen.
Okay.
You know who Greg Allen is?
I do.
No, you don't.
Actually. I do.
Oh, yeah? What position does he play?
He plays in the outfield.
Oh, he actually does.
I know.
There's no way you actually know who that is.
Is he in right field?
I think so. Yeah, actually he is. Yeah.
I actually know who Greg Allen is.
Why?
Because he's a good player. He's up and coming.
You're such a liar.
Did he not play for the Indians?
I don't know.
I feel like there's a Greg Allen that used to play for the Indians.
He was on I don't know. He was in the Yankee farm system. I don't think he's definitely not some highly touted prospect. I'll tell you that. And he's not old.
Go look him up.
Gotten very lucky, Michael.
One said he was an outfield. 2 told you that he plays right field.
Yeah, but you're thinking of a completely different person.
Are you sure?
Listen, I'll go to it right now.
I want to say he's been in the league for like 5 years or so.
I'm going. Greg Allen. He was on the Indians, yes.
I told you I knew him, dude.
Okay. All right, fine. But yeah, Greg Allen, I literally cannot even remember who hit the walk-off last night because it's not even a person. Let's take a look here. Come on. Ryan Lamar.
Oh, yeah.
And the Yankees lose.
Ooh.
Unbelievable. Literally just got to turn it off before I go off on a tangent.
I'm sorry.
No, that's just unbelievable. Anyway,
so let's go with the Reds now. Do we think that they buy or
what's
sell?
your record?
We are 49-47. We're 6.5 out of first.
Oof. How's the wild card looking for you boys?
We are 7.5 out of that.
No. Oh no. I'd sell, honestly. Get Castellanos out of there.
Trade him. He's got a broke wrist right now. I don't think he's going to be traded.
Trade him.
The thing, honestly,
Castillo, goodbye.
I'm okay with that. actually, since June, he's been a lot better. So maybe we could keep him and he's back to himself. Sonny Gray's been hurt. I still think we have a chance. We're so streaky. We go on like a 6-game win streak followed by a 5-game lose streak. Like we're still above 500, and we're playing Milwaukee again. I want to say another 4 series very soon. Here's what kills me. We're at 460 on runs scored. That's in the top probably 15. I'm not got that pulled up to know that exactly, but I'm seeing a 385, a 405, a 350, a 460. So, I mean, there's a few around there but below us. But we have given up 478 runs.
You know, in the wise words of the old Yankee manager, Joe Girardi, it's not what you want.
It is not what you want.
It's not what you want.
Middle relievers should not be that expensive to get.
Oh, but they are.
But they shouldn't be.
Oh, they should be, because the MLB is a bullpen game now. Your starting pitcher, if he goes 6 innings, they're like, oh my
4 or
gosh,
5.
what a performance.
Yeah, pretty much 4 or 5
But
innings.
you need like 5 good bullpen arms.
I'm about to throw this earpiece out, though. I'm just
do
gonna
it.
Be clear with you.
It's okay, Michael. I'm literally sweating right now in this room.
Oh, I'm sorry.
TV on with the ring light. Because I don't got no small ring light. I got one of those big boys because I needed it for school.
Gotcha. Okay.
And let me tell you,
how much did you spend on it?
Probably like $150.
Oh wow! So it's definitely nice.
Yeah, it's a nice solid one. Changes colors.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, it's toasty in here.
I'd say so.
But continue. No, Reds, don't even bother. Don't even bother, Michael. I'm sorry.
I'm going to be honest with you.
It's another year disappointed.
No.
Don't get me wrong. I'm disappointed.
I'm not disappointed.
Oh,
I'm
really?
not disappointed. No, I'm not, because where I'm saying, like, we're so streaky. Sonny Gray's been hurt. He went back to the IL for like another 10 days, but he's back now. Mike Moustakas, who hasn't hardly played any this year. I don't even think he has played any this year. Mike Moustakas.
Are we talking about the former Royal?
I don't know. Why? How do you say it?
Moustakas.
That's it. Yes, I'm sorry.
You still said it wrong.
The moose. Moustakas.
There we go.
Moustakas. It's almost like we're talking about the Lion King right now. Moustakas. Anyways,
you want to hear something that you'll hate even more about me?
Okay.
I've never seen the original Lion King.
Stop.
Never seen it.
I'm not. Nope, not listening. I don't care.
Never seen it.
Not listening. But I will continue to talk with these out of my ears because I know you're going to bring this right back up. But I'm okay with the Reds not selling or buying right now because this is a good year for us to say we're mediocre, but we're close to being good. We've got a couple of great players coming up in the farm system, some high prospects. I want to say Hunter Green is coming up. There's another one. I can't pronounce his name. Not even going to try. And a lot of these guys we got back next year. Not listening. Still not listening. If we can get Castellanos to come back, he's in a player option this year, and I think if he opts in, then we actually have him for 2 years. So I think that is the most pivotal point right now. And if I was the Reds, I would try to offer him something else to get him to stay because he is the heart and soul of our team.
You're okay now, Michael?
I'm okay. I've got through it without hearing any other negative come from your side.
Why is it a negative? I didn't even say anything bad.
It's a negative if you have not done what you said that you have.
I saw the live action. Like the new one that they made. It's the same movie.
Okay. We're going on.
It's the same movie.
Seriously, I'm not interested.
It's just less cartoony.
Let's go to the West because we know the Cubs are complete sells. The Giants. They are in first right now by 2 games.
To buy?
I don't know.
Exactly. I mean, unless they want another starting pitcher because they don't know what's going on with Bauer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I said the Giants.
Oh, you did? Oh, interesting. Yes. I swear to God, you said Dodgers.
I said they're 2 ahead of Dodgers, maybe.
Oh, okay, whatever. Giants?
I really don't think it is. The thing with them is
they're supposed to be in on Kimbrel too.
Yeah, and I think that's great for them. But I just feel like the Giants just need more depth all around where they are old.
Yeah, no, they are old. I mean, Evan Longoria, Brandon Crawford, Buster Posey.
Posey,
Like, that's literally
great.
like their core, which is
That's their
not
core.
what you want.
They're like 3 years out from being on the Hall of Fame ballots. So
you think Longoria is a Hall of Famer? I go with no. Buster Posey, yes.
I'm going to say this. I don't get into the whole Hall of Fame stuff, just to be honest with you.
Really?
I don't, because it seems like everyone gets in. Like, I wish the Hall of Fame, except for this year, no one got in. But in all sports, I just don't really like it so much because
I think baseball is like the
gets in.
hardest one to get into.
I mean, I do agree.
Here's how I rank it. I think basketball is the biggest joke.
I think football is.
I don't know.
If you just were good, you're in.
Yeah, you know what? You might be right.
I'm going to throw this out here, and I know I'm a hater on this. Terrell Owens does not belong in the Hall of Fame. What has he done?
What has he done?
What has he done?
I think he has the second most receiving yards in NFL history.
Okay, but
he's a wide receiver. Okay. What was he supposed to do?
Here's my issue, and we're getting in the wrong sport. But my hate, and he was a Cowboy, and I still don't think he belongs in the Hall of Fame.
That's
for the fact when I told you it's a hater a bit. I watched the game, and it was a wild card game. San Francisco and the against the Packers. He dropped so many passes that were crucial passes, that were catchable passes. And he looked awful. But he caught the very last pass to win the game in the end zone. Everyone's like, this guy's great. I'm like, no, we wouldn't be in this great of a contest if he would have caught like 10 other passes back when we're in the first, second, and third quarter.
5-time first-team All-Pro. Led the league in receiving touchdowns 3 times. On the NFL All-Decade team. 15,934 career yards, you know.
But here's my thing. If you take away his popularity, do you think that he would have been on all that? Because
his popularity had nothing to do with his stats.
No, I'm talking about the All-Americans, All-Decades, and all that stuff. Like, who is on the All?
Yeah.
I'm just hating. Let me just throw it out there.
Yeah, you are. Terrible take. Worst one I've heard by you of all time. Sorry.
No,
it is. Worst.
It's
terrible.
not.
Awful. Worse than Lion King.
To be on the All-Decade team, what decade is that in?
2000s.
So 2000, 2010, I'm assuming?
Yes.
How many wide receivers did they have on that team?
Let's take a look.
Because to me, there would only be 2.
Wide receivers, they had Marvin Harrison, Randy Moss, T.O., and Torrey Holt. No. Torrey Holt didn't make it. He was a 2-time finalist, but never made it. So you got 3 wide receivers.
From 2000 to 2010.
Yes.
Best wide receivers from 2000 to 2010. I mean, Larry Fitzgerald's not on that list.
No.
Steve Smith.
Terrell
Reggie
Owens
Wayne
would watch Steve Smith in any.
Whoa!
Michael, this is the worst thing I've ever heard.
What about even Chad Johnson? Why wasn't he on there?
Because he's better. Michael, I'm sorry. This is the worst take you've ever had.
I've never liked Terrell Owens. And he was a Cowboy, and I'm a Cowboys fan. I just felt like he was more hype than anything.
Oh, God.
Now, let me back up. Let me say this. He was good. He was great. He had great talent. But I felt like his celebrity played a big role in it.
His celebrity is the reason he wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer, because the media hated him.
The media didn't hate him.
Yes, they did.
They loved to hate him.
No, they didn't.
Oh my goodness!
Michael,
Listen, let's get back to baseball.
Look it up.
Let's get back to.
Oh my God! This is people
That's
that
my
are going to listen to
quarterback.
this later. I'm
That's
sorry.
my quarterback.
Well, he was
Let's
stupid
keep
on
on
that. Antonio Romo's terrible.
Whoa!
Terrible, by the way. Most overrated ever.
Decade quarterback right there.
No, he didn't make any decade team, by the way.
He had to throw the ball to Terrell Owens. Why is he not on there?
Because they're actually smart, and they had somebody named, Tom Brady on it. Peyton Manning.
We're at midnight. Where are we at now?
Exactly. I think we just end the show, Michael.
No, we can't end on football. Hold up.
All right.
Oh, we're at the West. We're almost done. So Giants,
sweating your guy.
Dodgers don't do a thing. You don't think?
I
think they go for
what do they
pitchers.
need?
Starting pitcher because they don't know if Trevor Bauer's coming back.
Yeah, but I feel like even then they have Urias, Kershaw, Buehler. Like you really need another starter.
Yeah,
you only use 3 starters in the playoffs anyway.
We're getting Morton.
Okay, whatever helps you sleep at night.
That's what's going to happen.
And then the Padres, what about them? I thought they were getting Morton.
They're not. The Padres, they're going to make a little bit of a splash, but they're not going to do too much because they know that they're playing for next year. If they can sign a 2-year player at something that improves in a position, probably outfield, that would be nice. What if they got Nick Castellanos?
Listen.
That would be pretty sweet.
Crazy. Tatis, Machado, Castellanos. Ooh. Now that's the middle of an order.
That would be sweet. Not that I want him gone.
I think you do. You're a traitor. Unbelievable. All right, Michael. I'm done.
Me too.
In fact, I'm retiring from the show. Just kidding. The show would fall without me, so I can't even do that.
It would flourish.
Yeah. Now I just know you're lying. But, you know what? Whatever. We'll be back next week. Maybe twice next week. You know, our regular schedule. Oh, my God.
You sound like me. Regular schedule.
No.
Thursdays.
Regularly. There we go.
Regularly.
Scheduled show. That's a word. Look it up.
Regularly?
Yes.
How do you spell that?
I don't know. Look it up. Yeah, so we'll be back for Thursday. Then maybe we do a show Friday for the trade deadline. You know, nice little trade deadline special. Break down all the moves that get made. But yeah, as for me,
we'll see if we can get a panel together for that.
Yeah, why not? Invite the whole team on.
There we go.
Mondays, Generational Sports for me. Obviously, this is every Thursday. We're revamping the hard count, so we'll be back eventually, fairly soon, obviously, with the NFL season starting. Anthony Conover _ on Twitter, Gen Z Sports for the podcast, Anthony _ Conover on Twitch as well, where I put all the podcasts. Michael, what do you have?
I have everything. MD Lawson 00 is everything for me. Also, check out Backstop Banter on Twitter. We went ahead and created us an account on there. We only have like 30-some followers, so please go follow us. And the reason we did this, just because there may be some confusion going on, and I've noticed that I've not got a lot of feedbacks when I'm trying to message people to come on the show, but since I've made Backstop Banter, I've had a lot more interaction. So it was very hard for us to say, hey, this is MD Lawson 00, I co-host a show called this through Unwrapped Sports Networks in the department of Baseball Unwrapped. And the show's called Backstop Banter. So this kind of gives a little more of a formality on it. So go follow this page. We're still keeping even the Baseball Unwrapped active as well. We're just kind of got our hands in so many different pots there. But I think this will help us to be able to broadcast our show a lot more and have fans and players to understand what we got going on here and be able to reach them. So go do that. Also, like always, Saturday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, we've got Count the Bucket. Amber
Another
is probably
show
going
where
to
Michael gets carried by his host.
I will totally agree with you on that one. Amber is awesome, and she has so many contents that she brings to the table. From she has ladies first, and she can keep up with the WNBA and everything that's going on with that. Plus, she's ready to do some G League talk,
Ooh.
and also some big three or the big four is what it is, but the big three fourth man podcast. What I'm thinking of. She's got everything with basketball when it comes to that. So yeah, very knowledgeable. Unlike my co-host in baseball.
He's the most knowledgeable guy you know. But whatever. With that being said, make sure you guys come back. Check us out next week. Follow the Twitter. Go like or whatever the Facebook. I don't even know what you do on Facebook because I'm not 45.
Oh, yeah. We've got Backstop Banter on Facebook, guys. It's a page. Go like it. He doesn't know.
Oh, that's
He's
what you
18.
do? You like it? Okay. Just wanted to make sure. With that being said, we'll catch you next week, people.